It doesn't
watch this.
It doesn't look.
Oh, thank you. I did a good job. I'm a makeup artist also.
Ooh, are we live?
I was thinking, since we have all this equipment, can we also put these videos, like, can we download the video and put it on YouTube? Is that possible through?
We can.
The Twitch thing?
Kiki Stew says, hi, pretty ladies. That's my neighbor.
Oh, hey girl.
My little bestie neighbor. Okay. So let's do this. Okay. I don't know where Eric is. No clue.
I was like,
is
he not coming? Because you sent it just to me, and then I was like, did she mean it to just?
No, it was
you just
no,
sent it to
it
me,
was
right?
I was just
Okay.
like scrolling and seeing who I came across first. If I came across like the group chat we have or the regular one.
Oh, I need to look at all of your Instagram messages. I was like doing dinner, cleaning it up, talking to my dad, setting this up because like this is my first time with the
I told you to. I was like, mute me because I'm gonna just keep sending you this stuff.
Wait, where did they go? I don't have internet. What's this? That's fun. That's cool.
It's always fun.
Well, it's like my phone. I don't understand that. Let's switch the Wi-Fi. Well, let me get my notes, which I write in a notebook now. Some classy like that.
I didn't take any notes.
I'm gonna react to all of these as I see them. Is this the dog that's like couldn't wear it?
Yes, I love it.
Oh, this makes me sad.
What makes you sad?
The Kanye one.
Oh, because
him and Kanye.
The divorce.
Can you believe that?
I mean, I'm not shocked.
I'm not shocked. I knew it was coming, but
okay, let's see. Oh, Kim said, love that dog. You're gonna have to pull up the chat. I can't relay all these messages to you, Lauren.
This is the cat that's like.
Oh yeah.
Oh the dog. The I couldn't wear it dog.
Yes. Loved it.
Let me pull this chat up. Speak with the good people of the world.
Like Wanderlust. Follow me on Instagram. That's my favorite part. You know what part I'm talking about?
Yes. I like recite these videos in my brain all day.
This light is driving me. Oh, that one made me laugh really hard.
What?
She's such a brat.
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
Puddles, you must wear your boots.
She said, I will not.
That noise is upsetting.
Peppa is upsetting. In general.
Peppa.
What is this movie? It's a remake of a movie by the same name.
The one we're doing?
Yeah, it's a remake.
Yes. Wasn't it also called 13 Ghosts, but spelled normally?
Probably. People weren't that obnoxious back then, I guess. It was like peak early 2000s with like Matthew Lillard and Shannon Elizabeth. And...
I know Matthew Lillard is in Scream, but I can only think of him in Scooby-Doo.
Shh.
I'm sorry. Mouth. It's just every time I see him.
Directed by Steve Peck.
Okay.
Well, Eric's here, but he's not showing up.
How do you mean?
There's no video. Do you see him? There's like
a block. A cube. The cube.
of existential dread.
Christopher.
Dear sweet Christopher. That's what Evie said when I sent it to her.
I thought of Evie the other day and I can't remember why.
I don't know.
It was like a pop culture related thing.
Oh. I'm writing down all the stats. I'm not ignoring you.
No, I know. What's the name of the Stop Contacting Me video?
I don't know. I found
I
it.
don't know either. The good people want to know.
Oh, Kim.
No, don't address them as such.
Oh,
Whoa,
hey.
whoa, that's a wild ride there.
Hey there.
Whoa. Hey, friend.
Is that a tie
Good.
dye shirt? I'm here for it.
Welcome to the neighborhood, neighbor. Let me figure out what the hell my camera's doing. Maybe
Yeah,
if I
okay,
just
there we are. Nice and
Well, I'm
clear.
trying to straighten it out, and it's gonna be in goofy. Very goofy. Anyways,
Goof.
good
Turn
to
this off.
see you.
Hello, how was your day?
Oh, it was terrible. Well, the work part
Oh.
of it was terrible because my work is terrible, but the rest of it was good.
Oh, well, that's good. I mean, not all good,
This is
but
Christina.
Hi, Christina.
Hi.
I am Lauren. Okay, bye.
She's come to observe the podcast.
Hi.
She gone. Oh, she back.
Sorry, I'm not ignoring people. I'm just trying to.
My mom's
Whatever.
asking me about our wild family. That's why I'm making.
No, I'm not.
faces.
First of all, I'm watching it on Twitch because I was responding to Kim, and I'm also writing down like the stat stuff, and you know how it goes. And then I was afraid it was giving me a.
This is about the part the
Okay.
summary gets written.
Yeah.
Hey, now that's a good idea.
How about a summary? What do you say?
What should I write? I'll just have my martini. Glass.
You should write some trivia
poem.
down. Some trivia.
Okay.
Try
I
that.
can do that. I can do that.
See what we've got.
Now that
here. What
song's
was this
stuck in my
movie
head.
about?
Which?
Bunch of
Please
dumb
stop
ghosts
contacting me.
not killing.
Oh. Is that the hello, is this available
Yeah.
video?
Hello.
Hello, is this available? What a video. I love the internet.
I love it.
What would we do without the internet?
Have you
I
seen
would
it, Eric?
perish.
We'd sit at home and farm potatoes and do nothing with our lives.
I don't think I would farm just potatoes.
Peppers for sure.
You got ambition.
Definitely some peppers.
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 What was this movie about?
God.
Crazy rich guy
Honestly, like,
catches
Just
ghosts?
we could sum it up with dumb people don't take any clues.
I
that are
wanted
given to
so
them.
badly. You know what? I'll just save it because this is going to be a fresh
Wait.
take for everybody. Normally Lauren's nice and like she's like, oh, she finds the good in the movies.
Wait. Pause before you say it. Click record on your side. You're going to record, correct?
Okay. Yes, I forgot, but now I will. Right? Like, you want me to? I'll wait until we start,
Whatever, Z.
or we're ready. I don't
Yeah.
want to like. I won't say anything more about my opinions. We'll save it for that. But I will hit record. I was like, what? Honestly, the audio sounded awesome from. Was that Twitch's end?
Yes, I think
That was
I think
amazing.
Eric's. Yeah, I know. It sounded way better than it
They
does
must have
through
some sort of equalizing software that's better than what Zoom is using.
Oh my god! It was so. It was like
Yeah.
crystal. It sounded like we were in a studio.
I just want to have the Zoom backup.
Yes, I will get that for you. I will get that for you. Let me look at this trivia.
I looked at it last night. I don't think there is a ton.
Nothing like interesting. I was reading a bunch of what I'll call puff pieces about this movie that I did not relate to, but didn't look at the
Who
trivia.
writes a puff piece about this movie?
I found two. One of them was on Collider, maybe?
Oh, well, you know.
I mean, all right, actually, okay.
Some people are just content mills.
Yes.
How rich
Please
was
stop
this guy? Is he a
contacting
millionaire?
me.
He just says very rich. I'm just going to call him a millionaire.
Gazillionaire. I
An
made that up.
eccentric gazillionaire.
Yes, eccentric.
Yes.
That's a word.
It is a word. I see you have some
This trivia is
audio.
excellent.
I mean,
I will bring it up.
This dude's name was eccentric. It was Cyrus
Yeah.
Criticos.
That was actually from
Yeah, I wondered if
the
criticope
original.
meant something. Oh. Ow, ow, ow. Ooh,
Socket Turk.
plug this bad boy in.
That's what it's backwards.
I wonder if our video of our live stream is buffering a ton. Keeps freezing.
Why?
Disable low latency mode. What does that mean?
That sounds like some sort of secret code.
That seems like an Eric thing that he would have to figure out. Because I don't know what that means.
It's not doing it on my end. Is it still doing it on your end? Like, was my head moving like?
Oh, I
glitchy, or
wasn't
did it look
watching.
smooth? Oh,
Wait,
well,
yes.
I mean,
No,
do
it
you
looks
see it?
smooth now.
No, wait,
Hold
I'm
on.
seeing it on Zoom like that.
Like it's glitchy on
No.
Zoom.
Hold on. It wasn't.
For
Well,
me,
maybe
it
it was
is.
glitching on Zoom when.
I see. Okay, I see. Like every now and then, it's like a little bit. Sorry, I just have to do some sort of rhythmic motion to measure the glitch. No, probably just an internet speed issue. I mean, you can try the disable low latency mode. Like low latency should be a good
What does
thing
that
for us.
mean?
So latency is like the time it takes for you to touch the server. So like a low latency would be like 5 to 15 milliseconds.
So that's
or
good.
microseconds.
We want to touch the server as fast as possible.
Right. So like that's, but like you can get down to like, 30 and still be fine. It's
Look at
definitely
us.
microseconds, not milliseconds.
We're losing viewers. They hate it.
Anyways, are we losing viewers?
They hate it. Well,
We've gained
we
viewers
are
since I've
3
got
of the
here.
viewers, right?
What?
I mean, I'm one of them. You're one of them.
Oh yeah, but we were at 6. Now we're down to 4.
Oh God, this is it.
Forget it. We're giving up.
It's funny because sometimes I'll look at it and it'll be like, you have 4 people. And then you click on like users in the chat and it shows like 7 people. Or like right now it shows 1. Like I see us and then 1 person. Who's the other 4?
Oh.
Technology.
One of
Oh,
our
like,
viewers
is that
said-
because only 2 people have chatted? Like we've chatted. and
Yes.
Kiki Stew. And then like, what is
Kiki
even my
Stew?
username? Sup. Oh, I have to
What is
create
yours?
one. I've never made one. It just made me make one. I'm not doing it. Not
Do
doing
it.
I'm operating under lights, camera, no, but not. I'm just spying.
Yeah,
I mean,
you've
by
got. Listen, when this blows
what
up,
you want me to? All right, fine. I'll freaking
I'm just
do
telling
it.
you, when this blows up, our fans are going to want to talk to all of us,
I know.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
not just me.
connect with Facebook.
I'm probably the last person they want to talk to.
Please, don't insult
Oh,
yourself.
my-
Don't do that. This is a positive podcast.
Wait, this is a
Oh, whatever.
podcast?
Wait a minute.
Wait a second. What are we
Wait a
doing
minute.
here?
I want to make my username Weenie Hut Jr.
Susan?
Please do it.
Okay.
Please do it. Weenie Hut Jr.
Weenie Hut
Kathy Criticos.
Jr. Kathy
Pappy?
Criticos. Sign up. Weenie Hut Jr. Oh,
Oh,
come
crap, not
on.
their names, but Criticos.
Somebody has it?
Yes. That pisses me off. Hold.
Well, just add like some
Have
numbers
it with
to
an
it.
underscore, do they? Damn it.
Ooh, got it. Please stop contacting me. It's never gonna stop.
Did he had 2 kids, right? Just the son and daughter? I'm not
Yes.
misremembering
Yes.
a third.
They were very
child.
far apart, though. They were spaced.
Yes,
Quite far apart.
indubitably.
Oh, how about that? Yes. Life is hard for me. Okay. Okay.
This one's hard because, like, I have a lot of. I don't know. I've seen this movie like 100 times, and I was watching this and I was like, I don't remember a lot of this movie, and I was like, why don't I remember this movie if I've seen it so many times?
Oh, I remembered. It was all coming back to me.
There's a certain point where I'm like, oh yeah, I remember. Okay, but it took a while.
It's all coming back. It's
Yes.
all coming back to me now.
Amazing song.
Yeah. That was like right after Titanic came out, and I was obsessed with that movie.
It says this username may be offensive and is not allowed.
What?
Weenie Hut Lauren is offensive.
Maybe just to Weenie Hut Jr.
It's taken.
Are they? Maybe it's because you're talking about your weenie hut, Lauren.
Oh, they're like, this sounds like a pedophile's username.
Sounds like you're trying to reference a vagina.
What? There wouldn't be.
Weenie Hut?
It would be
Rehydrate-
filled
oh,
with
never mind.
weenies. Oh, I got it now.
Okay.
This is a PG-13
I made it.
podcast. I just pictured a hut filled with like weenies you
Oh.
could pick from.
Hot dogs.
Well, I guess it's a good thing we haven't
Y'all?
started the podcast.
So people
People ain't
watching.
listening to Twitch.
Hello.
Okay.
Is this available?
Please stop contacting me. I don't remember the whole song. I should probably stop doing that.
Okay. Verification code. God, Twitch is like freaking.
mean, who?
Well, I can't say that anymore. I was gonna say breaking into the.
Oh, you glitched real bad there. You're frozen. You frozen.
Oh, too. What?
You're frozen.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
now
was.
you're back.
I was, and now I'm back. It's because my stupid friends are texting me. Stop texting me, friends.
Back streets back. All right.
Going into airplane mode. Do not disturb me. Okay, can I send my chat now?
It's me, Lauren. Sup?
God in heaven.
How many things have I forced you to sign up for since we've been friends?
Well, Reddit,
Yep.
Twitch,
Discord.
no. Discord, which I like barely check, but they know I'm a person, so that's fun.
Yeah.
What else? Sign up for. Oh, Shudder. You didn't like make me, but you convinced me to sign up for Shudder.
Oh yeah.
That's 4 things. Good for you.
I was a guest host on Horror Movie Club last night, like we recorded last night.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And we did the Mortuary Collection, which is on Shudder.
Okay.
So that'll be out next week.
That's exciting.
They did. Yeah, it was fun. 'Twas fun. But
we have
if
to
you
figure out a
haven't-
time to have my coworker on too. He has a
Yeah, we need
movie
like
pod.
what is
We need
it? The movie-
schedule.
Yeah. we
It's
do.
I forget the name. I'm blanking on the name of it. It's probably in my Slack attack. Hold on.
Slack attack.
Nope. Stop it. Hello. Is this available?
Oh my gosh, quit.
I'm sorry.
I can't stop Oh, that is a very unflattering angle. I just saw myself. Whitney, sit up straight. It was like I was like this.
Oh, the humanity.
It was like I had 8 chins.
Ah.
Idiots.
I forget the name, and I don't have the chat anymore, but I will get it from him. He was very excited.
Yes, we have.
And then, I guess I don't know if he wants. I don't know. I'll have to talk to him because I'll like do his podcast with him, but I don't know if he wants like more of us to come. But I'll talk to him.
It's hard to do like more than
well,
one.
yeah,
like,
because like we have this night carved out for us, and like I don't know when he records, and then it's like also talking to. I mean, we drive together, so it's easy to like talk over each other or talk to each other, but 3 of us coming into this new podcast is like a little much.
Right.
For man.
It'd be overwhelming.
Weenie Hut.
That poor person. It's a weenie hut.
I love it.
That really makes me sad that they wouldn't let that be your name.
I know. Weenie Hut Lauren would have been perfect.
Everyone would know who you were.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Yeah.
You're infamous. Are you still writing this summary, bro?
Yeah, it's really it's the worst one ever.
Ever.
This feels familiar.
You might just go ahead and just do it and read it from IMDb.
Is that a entertaining one?
No, I'm just saying.
I'm almost done. Just give me.
This is
I'm
garbage.
trying to-
Stressing
the end
yourself
is
out.
always the hardest.
Please. Oh my gosh, I can't get it out of my head.
I know. Hello. Is this available?
Can you all see my light flickering? Because it's driving me crazy.
No.
It's not doing it right
Light
now.
in front of you?
No. My actual like lamp that I have in here. What are you apologizing for, Kim?
I don't see the light flickering. I just stared at the screen for a good 10 seconds.
There it goes. I just did it.
Nope. Not seeing it. The lights on this shelf back here are like traveling every couple seconds. That's fun. Is that on purpose?
No, it's my fan. It's really weird.
Oh, I see.
So, remember we thought it was a ghost one time?
Oh, because she put the song in her head. That's why.
Oh yeah.
You are not forgiven.
Never. Never.
Because now I'll be singing this for the next 6 days, and my husband's gonna be like, "What the hell are you saying?" Poor man. He has to live with me.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
Last like 2 words.
Sure. Believe it when I
Hey,
see
now.
it. But... Oh my gosh, I can hear Noodle like
Noodle.
with the zoomy.
Do the noodle dance.
Oh, is Dyer still on? Oh, B. Ryan. Oh, I like your martini glass.
Oh, thank you.
It's very fancy. Looks so
It's a Lennox.
sophisticated.
Class. Say, what do you call it?
What was
Fig
that?
martini.
A fig martini?
Yes, it's Figenza vodka. Some
Oh,
Kettle
that's
One, 'cause
right.
that's the vodka I prefer, and some lemon juice. Shake, shake, shake. Pour, pour, pour. Drink, drink, drink.
Shake, shake, shake.
Yes, yes.
Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty.
Shake your vodka. Shake your vodka.
I don't think I've ever had a martini.
Really? I mean, if you don't like vodka, they're not for you.
I would have to have a lot of
Fruity flavors.
olive juice.
Oh, no. I hate a dirty martini. I just hate salt. I have an aversion to it. I know.
Oh my gosh, I put salt on everything.
I mean, I enjoy like the proper amount of salt on foods, but I do not like overly salty things, and let alone a salty drink. Like if I wanted to drink the ocean, I would just go into the ocean and like drown myself.
I drink like I buy like this little baby corn that like
yes.
I'll drink the juice out of it when I'm done. Or I can drink pickle juice like out of the jar.
I can drink
Love
pickle
it.
juice. That's different. Like that's not too salty for me. But like I also prefer what are they called? The bread and butter pickles. The like kind of sweet pickles.
I do like those.
Ooh, delicious.
What was
Low
the kid's
cal.
name in this
A
movie?
martini's
It is
low
killing
cal?
me.
Bobby?
Bobby, was that his? Okay, thank you.
Martinis?
Mhm.
I mean, vodka is like if you're like keto
Oh,
or
I'm just
low carb.
blind.
They recommend the vodka. I mean, you're supposed to not drink alcohol, but yeah, they low cal. Like a clean, simple cocktail. Welcome to the cocktail podcast.
Talk about cocktails. If you like cocktails in your cocktails, we'll talk about some cocktails.
Oh, I've got it. It finally came to me.
Oh,
Well,
chef's
thank
kiss?
God.
This is bad.
Real
Like bad in a good way, though.
Yeah.
Yes, I live for those. Once again, nothing will beat your better watch out. Your
Better
better
not
watch
cry.
out.
Right.
Your better watch out finisher was gold, cinematic gold.
It was the best.
Okay. All right, I'm ready.
Oh, it's happening.
Okay,
I know anybody that like logged in before
Record.
now, they're like, what are they?
please ask the host to give you permission to record. Please give me permission to
Oh.
record, host.
How do I do that?
Oh no, you're the host.
Security,
Security.
participants, more. Let's see.
Allow me.
Allowed to record. There you go. There
Let's
you
see.
go.
Record.
I have a dot.
Okay.
Dot, dot, dot.
It's happening. Okay. Are we ready?
I'm ready. I was born ready.
Oh, my foot's asleep.
I got
Okay.
my Adam Driver picture right in front of me. That's all I need. All I need in this life.
Oh.
Help.
Okay. All right. Are you done with your?
Sorry. I was just getting in the zone. I didn't think that was like gonna. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I was laughing at it. Okay. Hey guys, this is Whitney with Lights Camera No.
Eric here.
What's up, everybody? It's Lauren, and this week we are talking about some movie called 13 Ghosts,
Uh-huh.
but it's spelled like
Classic.
with the number 13 in the title. So
Yeah,
That's
like
fun.
the way that like 7 did kind
yeah,
of.
yeah. 7 did it better.
Yes, they
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, because a 1 and a 3 doesn't really look.
It doesn't work.
Like a T.
They don't look
and an
like
E.
letters.
Well, I mean,
No.
they
I
could have
mean,
done with
kind
it.
of.
Yeah.
You get the point.
I get
Right.
it. I get
I'm
it.
already insulting it. I'm sorry.
I mean, I don't think you have to go off too far. I don't think it's a surprise that we think
Well,
this movie
but
is
I mean,
this was a
even-
recommendation to us, right?
Yes, actually, one of our listeners, Seth, actually asked if we would review this movie because he's a big fan. And he and I saw it together when it came out in the theaters.
Well, I don't know this, Seth, but I'd like to have a few words with
I
him.
will say, not even the tagline they put on the like poster for this movie makes any sense. Like, this Halloween evil has multiplied.
What? There was no-
Halloween. What did Halloween
Is it
have to
Halloween?
do with it?
did it come out at Halloween maybe?
Nothing was multiplying. Some crazy old dude caught 12 ghosts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But then he was all like lying about it being 13 ghosts, and which we all understood at the end, but what was he doing in the junkyard trying to catch
Right.
it? There was a lot of plot holes. But before we get into it, we'll let Eric read one of his summaries. He's worked really hard on this
Oh.
one.
Yes, this one took me a minute.
art.
I mean, I hold myself to such a high standard now.
I mean, I think all good people do, but you know.
Somebody tried to ask me if I wanted to read one off IMDb.
Don't insult me.
Well, I just trying to make your life easier.
Yes, well. All right, here we go.
Hit it.
Eccentric gazillionaire and ghost hunter Cyrus Kritikos dies in a tragic ghost hunting accident and leaves his home to his nephew Arthur and his 2 children. Things almost seem too good to be true as they tour the house and find riches beyond their wildest dreams. Things get a little weird when little Bobby goes missing. Turns out Uncle Cyrus was doing a little bit more than developing home photography in his basement. Whatever you do, don't you lose your glasses and don't look back.
All right.
Damn
All right.
glasses.
I could have gave
No.
away the movie, but summarizing it was, so I decided to get a little weird with it.
Who knew that there was such a thing as ghost vision?
Right? I didn't know
Because-
you could get those glasses. Do they sell those at CVS, do you think? Or like
I
Maybe
doubt it. I feel like those are like special order.
maybe at Spencer's?
Spencer's would absolutely have that.
Yes.
I will say though, okay, so like when in the trivia, when the original movie came out in 1960, they were like people in the audience were handed these special glasses because if they didn't wear them, they couldn't see the ghost in the movie. I don't know
Mhm.
like how they achieved that in 1960 like film quality, but it was pretty much like a 3D movie, I guess. I guess it was 3D technology. I don't know. I didn't do like a deep dive, but yeah,
But
if
you
you didn't
can
have the
still
glasses
see
on,
3D when
yeah,
you
it's kind of fuzzy, right?
Yeah.
So maybe it wasn't.
I wonder
Anyway, you needed these glasses to see the ghosts in the 1960 version. So that was their way of like nodding to that, but like it was so corny in
Oh.
this one. it,
it
was,
was
so
to make them
corny
look
it
like
hurt
they were in
me.
color. This was bad. It was in black and white, but the glasses were to make it look
Oh.
like the ghosts were in color.
I see.
I
which is
wonder
Well,
how
still
they
like
achieved
very,
it,
very
though.
advanced.
Like I wonder
Well,
what
they
it
would have
looked
used
like
varying
without-
shades of grays. Like you could put the color in like varying shades of black and white. And then just the
Oh.
glasses are going to reflect or refract that light in a certain way that makes it look colorful. But it probably wasn't like full, like, 16 color vision. It was probably like, a color.
Yeah.
Or 2, maybe 2. One for
One.
each eye.
This is the blue ghost.
That's where they got the design for the original 3D glasses.
Yeah. This is a good idea.
I wondered, I couldn't find it anywhere, but I wondered if this movie was filmed in 3D. Did you notice like a lot of times, like when the glass would shatter or something would be thrown towards the camera, that
I
would...
want to go back to the glass shattering, but if this was shot in 3D, I got a headache watching this version. Now
Yeah,
imagine watching
a
it with
lot.
3D glasses on. Like I felt like motion sick. Like
Oh, you did? See, I didn't notice. It didn't bother
this whole
me.
movie was like like I don't know, twitchy.
Yeah,
Get it?
it was all over the place.
Twitchy.
The cinematography.
Yes, and I don't know, took me out of it a little bit.
So we sort of skipped over who this movie stars and what year it came out, which we normally say at the beginning, but I forgot, so that's on me.
It stars
But-
Shaggy. That's all you need to know.
Right.
Hush your
It's got Shaggy.
Not Shaggy.
She hates it that I
He's
only
Stu.
tie him to that movie.
He's Stu from Scream.
He's not though. He's Shaggy.
Oh God, you baby. Anyways, this is like peak 2000s horror because
Right.
it's got like Shannon Elizabeth.
She was in
Tony-
everything back then. Like
that was like fresh off of her
right.
American Pie, and wasn't she in the original Cabin Fever?
I think so.
The daughter?
Yeah, Shannon
Yeah.
Elizabeth. She was from American Pie. She was like the foreign exchange student.
Okay.
that They all like. were
I
obsessed
did-
with.
She looked familiar to me, but the one person I did recognize was that like the lady that wanted to free the trapped spirits.
She's the teacher from Matilda.
Yes, Miss Honey. I was like, is
Mhm.
that Miss Honey?
Oh,
You saucy little minx.
M.
oh,
Beth Davids or Davids. I don't know how you say her name. It's David.
I didn't
Yeah, I
realize
never
that
knew.
was
She's just
her.
Miss Honey to me. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's so cute, but like little vixen in this movie.
Well, I
Right?
forgot that for some reason got confused and thought that was his wife at first and then she came
dad's
back.
wife?
Yes, the dad's
Okay.
wife. And then she came back and I was like, he's not shocked at all. Like he didn't.
They did look like they could be siblings or something. Yeah, that was a
Yeah.
confusing cast choice. But
So, and then you had Tony Shaloub, who is more known, I guess, for Monk these days.
Shaloub. Yeah.
Oh,
Shaloub.
yeah.
And then Cyrus was played by F. Murray Abraham.
What do I know him from? I didn't look him up, but he looked familiar.
You know him from something, but I can't tell you what because I can't remember.
Wait.
And
Oh no.
probably-
He was from. He's from a lot of stuff.
Tell me.
Yes, yeah,
Um,
he's in a lot of stuff, but I just couldn't remember.
Well, he's in pretty much every like Wes Anderson movie. First of all.
Oh, okay.
Or is it Wes Anderson I'm thinking of?
Yeah, he did
Or-
like
yeah.
the Grand. What is it? The
Like
Grand.
The Grand Budapest Hotel, Isle
Yes.
of Dogs. Yeah. But no, there's some like a big
Oh.
movie I know him from. I'm trying to remember what it is.
Well, I'm looking. So
I've seen Grand Budapest. That's probably it.
He's just been in so much stuff that like I
he has
can't
been in a
think
ton of
it.
stuff.
He
was in Shark Swarm in 2008. That's what you're thinking of.
Oh,
Who to what? No.
he's a good actor. I think. I don't think he had much. He didn't really have much of a part in this movie.
Well,
True.
I was kind of shocked that he took this part because it seemed
Mm.
because I thought he was like really well respected. He was in Mimic.
But like, think about it. If you get like the character description for this part, it sounds badass. Like, how did you
Right.
describe him? An eccentric billionaire, or like hunts ghosts, and I don't know. It sounds exciting. The execution was poor.
Little did
Right.
he know. Little did he know what he was getting into.
Yeah,
He sees Matthew Lillard pull up on the set, and he's like, "What?
that poor Matthew.
Oh, I love him, but he
He knew what kind of
Scarface.
movie it was gonna be.
apparently he's from Scarface."
Oh, it's been a
There you
minute
go.
since I've seen
Is
that.
he- oh, was he in Scarface? Wow, that went back.
Yes.
I didn't realize he was.
He looks like
He's been around for a long time.
Ray Fiennes. That's who he looks
Well,
like.
he's super old. So
No, not this man.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.
Rude. How old
Anyway.
is he? He's super old.
he's super old.
I hope that somebody says that about me one day.
Well, yeah. I
Like,
want to be super old one day.
right, like because super old people get to get away with anything.
Sure.
That's true.
Right.
That's true.
You've earned your
Oh.
you've earned your time on this earth. So
That's just Whitney. She
She's
she'll
just
knock down any
super-
candy cane she sees. We don't
Yep.
know why, but she will
The problem.
tear them down.
I hate candy canes. Hate them.
Candy canes. Anything red and white too. Like once we walked past an old timey barber shop and she just flipped out.
Yeah.
She lost it.
Couldn't stand it. Looked too much like a
Uh.
candy cane.
Not a true story.
Can we talk about how they did this like voiceover of this family like living out the best days of their lives, and then it like quickly spirals into horror as you hear her screaming.
I
And,
will say that was like one of the best parts of this movie for me. Like they handled so much content in the title sequence alone. Like, yes, it was creepy, but like the amount of ground they covered in that moment,
Yeah.
like amazing.
I
Beautiful.
feel like they could have used that.
Yeah.
And
They
over
really
what
did
they
not
did
capitalize
use.
on that
Yes. Yes.
the way that
Agree.
they could have, because this
Well,
whole movie was a mess.
yes, all of it. All of it. So it starts out in the junkyard, which I don't really even know why they were there. Was that to catch the juggernaut, I guess? Is that where they
Why
caught
did
Yeah.
he live there?
Okay, so I did find this in the trivia. If you go to the Wikipedia page, it gives a description of who each ghost is and how they died. Like, in
I
what
did
they-
read a summary of that, but
So apparently he was a serial killer who worked in a junkyard, and he would pick up ladies and bring them back and
God.
tear them apart and eat them.
Nice.
So like what
Real
Army
classy.
Hammer,
Okay.
what Army Hammer
yes.
wanted to do.
I'll say this, like, I don't think that I got the impression that the ghosts didn't have to be like a specific person. It just had to be a specific like archetype of person.
Yeah, that's
Is
the
that kind of
vibe
what you
I
all picked
got.
up too?
Yeah, it did.
So like it
didn't-
just so happened that they had to find some dude who was just like bananas, like that kills people
Mhm.
for no
Yeah.
reason,
Mhm.
And like
and
the
just get his ghost.
like the tortured prince was that what his was? I can't remember. And it was the guy in like the leather jacket.
Like a spoiled,
Yeah.
like douche.
Oh, maybe
essentially.
it was the spoiled prince, but he had died like drag racing his cars, and that was how.
Oh.
Just like a cocky person.
Mhm.
Okay, so like it's kind of like
Yeah, but
7, but
we're-
not really, because like that
but
kid
we're-
died in a accident, right? The kid with the arrow in his head.
What was his? Do you remember what his title was? I should have had
Um,
this stuff prepared.
Angel boy or something. I don't know.
Angel Tut.
So wait, I also had trouble understanding. He needed to collect all of like 12, then 13 souls to what? Access the portal to hell? Is that what we're talking about? here?
Yes.
Yeah, to like
Yes.
gain
these
power.
are
But
all-
really, let's be honest.
Sorry.
Anytime you're opening some sort of portal to hell that's supposed to give you all the power in the world, you're probably just opening a portal to hell for something really bad to come out that's got all
Yes.
that power already.
And Whitney is not going to be involved. I'll tell you that.
Absolutely not.
I will be there to document at the very least. I want to see what's happening.
I'll be there with a camera.
All right.
Okay, so I think this has the reason the ghosts were picked and their titles comes from maybe the Black Zodiac,
Yeah.
That's what they kept referencing. But I didn't
That
know
was
was that a thing?
which I guess is
before?
a real thing. I was expecting you to know this.
I've
It
actually,
does
I
sound like, yeah.
I don't
something
think I've
in your
ever
wheelhouse.
heard of that before this movie.
So the little boy was the firstborn son, and he was a bratty boy named Billy Michaels.
Okay,
And
so
he
he was
loved
a
to
brat.
pretend to
So
be a
everybody had
cowboy.
something. Wait a minute. How many zodiac signs are there?
12.
12.
Though there used to be 13.
There used to be 13?
Yeah.
Okay, so
It
black.
was like, well, it wasn't like the current like astrological system, but like other like the year used to be divided up differently than it is now.
Yeah.
And so people
What's the one
in
that's not
turn,
around that doesn't exist?
it wasn't part of like the current like, you know, like the ones we know, it was from an older system.
But what is the like name or title of?
Oh, I can't remember.
Dang it!
Listen,
Do
the
your
knowledge
job.
goes to a certain level and sometimes it stops.
It is.
Now,
It
if you
is
want to
okay,
ask
it's
me
so
how
rare.
staples are made, we can be here
That
all
is
night.
Different.
It is a real thing, and it comes from they both our zodiac and the black or the astrological zodiac and the Babylon or the black zodiac both originate from the Babylonian zodiac,
Okay.
and the black
So-
zodiac represents the evil side of humans.
Oh.
But like there were at least 3 ghosts that weren't violent.
Yeah, I don't
Like
think
the
they all
gluttonous
needed to be
one?
violent. I think their archetypes like were allowed to be just like not like the mother obviously wasn't. And then the jackal, like it seemed like liked to mess with people and like it was violent, but it wasn't interested in like killing anybody. Well, that was another thing about the ghosts. Nobody wanted to kill anybody apparently, except for the 2 like really big mean guys.
I thought they just
Well-
wanted to break free.
No,
Quit
the
breaking
jackal,
free.
I don't know. That one guy seemed to be taking a lot of pleasure in killing people.
the
one
hammer,
The guy with all
yeah.
the nails hammered through him.
Yeah, well, he
That
was,
was
just
the
real
hammer.
angry.
the jackal was angry because remember it was like
That's the
she
one
was
with
like
the box, right?
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
And I thought it was a girl, but maybe it's a guy. And then the juggernaut is super angry.
Yes.
He just
And-
he's just a killer. Yeah.
The one with all the cuts on their body that died in the tub, the suicide one in the tub.
Oh.
That one seemed pretty pissed.
She was the angry princess, yes. But
Yes.
yeah, so she tried to kill. And then the only ones that didn't were
The little boy didn't,
The-
right?
Well, he was going to. He was like
Was he?
he was stalking the little boy.
But like,
Oh,
was
I
that
thought he
just
just
like,
wanted to play.
yeah, playful haunting, or was that malicious?
Right? Isn't that why children ghosts haunt children?
I don't
They
know. I
just
think
want a
he wanted to
friend.
They
play.
just missed having friends.
I think he wanted to play like, let me put an arrow in your head.
Play
Too.
doctor.
Oh
Well,
no.
he died. Like, I guess he brought a fake. His story is he brought a fake gun to play Cowboys and Indians with his friend, but his friend didn't like him because he was a brat, and he brought his
He
real
brought a
bow
real
and
bow
arrow.
and arrow.
Oh,
Nice. It's pretty sweet
Right.
friend.
oh
Got some friends
God.
like that growing up.
Anyways, the so I guess they were trying to get the juggernaut at the beginning in the junkyard.
Yeah.
And this is where Matthew Lillard does all of his one like acting face that he only has. Like,
Yeah.
where he just looks exactly the
Can
same.
you just like refresh my memory? Can you give me like a visual?
His mouth opens so big. I feel like there's always like some drool coming out of
I
it.
like his face.
I
It's
like him.
Like,
Oh, I do
I
not
like
think
that
he's
in-
attractive.
Do you not like that in Scooby Doo, or is it just this movie? Like, now I
Well,
want to
he's
go
like
back and
that
watch
in-
Matthew Lillard. Let me
He's
go.
like that in Scream.
he does
Okay.
nothing for
He just
me
has
like
a big mouth.
personally
that's
or
like.
professionally. I'm sorry.
He's like the best character from Scream.
Yeah, but that.
Anyways. So then
I'm
we
upset,
get
Whitney.
that's when we get the little montage of what the family's doing. And
Yeah.
you get
A
like the
sweet, sweet
backstory.
montage.
And
Like-
and then they're suddenly like in poverty because the mom died.
Okay, so it's the weirdest to me. This is like the weirdest intro, or like the weirdest way to like introduce all of this. Is like they're all lying, or they're all playing like it's a happy scene, but the sounds are of their house burning down and mom dying in the fire.
Yeah,
At
like
that
the
part, I
camera
thought
does
it
a
had like
slow
zoomed
pan.
in.
I was like,
yeah, like
what?
pans across. It does like a 360 circle, but it's so
like
slow.
touring the house, and then it like to the
Yeah, and
sounds of
then-
mom like dying in a fire.
Like thinking back on it though, the sounds were corny. It was like, oh no,
Yeah.
mom's hurt.
Oh,
Like,
They're like, you can't go back in, sir. And you hear her like screaming.
yeah.
no
from inside the house.
fire person would stop me from going back in to save my wife.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not like my house is on, like I'm still on fire. I'm going back in that house. You
Well,
ain't
honey,
stopping me.
I tried.
I will drag you in there with me.
I did my
Right.
best.
Give me that suit. That's exactly. I'd run.
Did you guys find it odd that they were like suddenly like so impoverished and they were like living in this like teeny tiny
Yes, why?
apartment, but they had enough for a live-in nanny?
Yeah, that
Yeah, it
confused
didn't make
me.
a lot
I
of
was
sense.
like, I mean, at first I thought she was going to be the daughter's friend, Kathy.
I thought that or like the dad's new love interest,
Right.
maybe.
Right.
Yeah.
No, she was hired help.
Nope.
And she was supposed to be Kathy's nanny too. Kathy was like almost 18.
She looked like
Right.
a full-grown adult. Let's
Why
be
couldn't
real.
Kathy have watched Bobby?
I don't. Fun fact:
Have you met Bobby or Kathy? I mean, come on.
Bobby. I love Bobby's like little reporter energy though.
Yeah.
He's like, today there are 17
yeah.
dead bodies piled up. Captain America will save it. Like,
Here I am in the ghost basement,
Yeah.
looking real wild down here. We crashed the scooter earlier.
Yeah. Well,
I like about screamed when they announced the lawyer came and like announced where the house was. He was like, it's in a town called Willow Grove because here in Pennsylvania we have a Willow Grove Mall.
Oh,
I was like, ooh, I know where that is.
Willow Grove.
Silly
Sounds
name.
creepy. Like it's definitely haunted. Whatever is there is
I don't
haunted.
think it's
Yeah.
an actual like town name. I think it's just like it's a nice mall. It's one
No,
of
I
the
just
malls
meant
that aren't
Willow
dying
Grove
in
Mall.
this area.
I just meant like any town named Willow Grove. Is probably
It sounds like
Oh.
something from I don't know, Gilmore Girls or something. Sounds like
yeah, or
Willow
Pretty Little
Grove.
Liars.
yeah. A classy town where bad things happen.
Well,
that's where
they-
the main character goes when everybody thinks that she's dead.
yeah.
Yes.
She's been in
Exactly.
Willow Grove this whole time. Well, then they get this video from the uncle, and I would have said no just from the video alone. It had like bats flying through the background.
And the lawyer's background on his computer seemed a little sketch.
Oh, I thought
did it
that was-
not?
Who produced this?
I thought that was the background of the.
No, so like,
of the
well, I
video, but-
perceived it as like his little video popped up,
Random
and then like it
occult
closed.
symbols
Yes, it was like the little. I don't know. They were.
floating through the
Creepy.
screen. Like, what is
Yes.
that about?
Like a bat would fly by.
Is this a
weird.
bequeathment or is this like
A seance?
Do I get the laptop too? Or
right, like-
Oh, and he was ahead of his time on that 2001 QuickTime program that he was using. Like,
quick time? Oh man, what a lawyer he was.
And
Uh,
they get to the house, and it's entirely made of glass. Like, who?
I would not have been as impressed as
Seems
any of them
incongruous.
were.
No, I mean they.
I would not be like, we're moving in tomorrow. No.
Yeah, no. I mean, who's gonna move? I mean, who is gonna move into a house that has Latin etched on the walls?
Fun fact, that translated to the Lord's Prayer.
Oh, on one of them, yes.
Yes.
It doesn't surprise me that you would move into a house that has Latin etched on the walls.
I mean, I want to know what it does.
Read
What?
it aloud. Let's find
Yes.
out.
I'm just gonna
That's
buy
exactly
you
what I took Latin in high school. So
For
I'm
this
ready.
reason.
so you can
Well, that's
summon
so you
demons.
can read it before you just say it. You know, like
But how does
oh,
that
this
work?
is
Like
gonna
if you what
summon
if
a
you read it?
demon.
Yeah, in
But
your
you
brain.
don't
Like,
read
This
it
one
out
makes me a
loud.
latte.
I would love a latte.
I want to
Oh,
know what that one
Christos.
is. Yes, I did read that one of them was the Lord's Prayer. Ow.
That's cute. Isn't that cute?
Yes, I thought
Maybe
it was
that
cute.
was their way of trying to keep bad juju at bay.
Probably.
Well, I thought that. I was like, I wouldn't like ever be in a movie that read like scary Latin out loud. It would have to be something like the Lord's Prayer. I just poked myself in my finger.
Scary Latin. I like to imagine you listening to some Latin and being like, no, that doesn't sound. That sounds like some bad
That
Latin. I'm not-
sounds
Peaceful
like
Latin.
Kids,
I
we're getting out
need-
of here.
yeah. Let's go.
This ain't for us. Mike,
I
bring the car around.
pick us up.
We're not living here.
Math
Thank you.
just got way too dark.
Well, then like they have the lawyer like walking around with them, I guess he was supposed to ensure that they bought the house, which I don't know. When you buy a house, there's a lot of paperwork that you have to go through.
But like
Yeah.
they weren't buying it technically, right? They were being
just
like
being given to the-
bequeathed it,
Oh, maybe
At the
there's
very least,
less
you have to
paperwork.
sign
which
the,
is
like,
still
deed or something.
sketch.
Well,
Yeah,
why did they
me.
have to do it at night right then?
Right.
Could they
like,
not have waited till like
He was
business
like, "You're coming
hours?
to the house now, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's out in Willow Grove."
And you-
Yeah. Although I will say, as like sleazy as that's like the lawyer was, his death is probably my favorite in this movie.
Yes.
Yeah,
His death is my
that was
favorite.
cool to watch.
And I
Sliced in
love
half, like lengthwise on the glass. Oh, it was good.
and I liked the line that the nanny said right before or right after it happened. She's like, "Oh, did the lawyer split?"
I didn't catch that.
Comedy.
Yeah.
Comedy gold.
Yeah. I was like, all right, I'll give it to you. That's pretty good. Would you really be able to still move your eyes? I feel like you're like, he was like still moving his eyes. back
No,
and
because
forth.
you're like, well, I guess if it cut far enough back and the optic nerve was still intact, then there is the possibility it could still be firing and like you could move for a second, but it wouldn't be very long.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
he
did wonder
was
about the logistics
alive
of that
way too long.
situation.
Well, and he smarted off to that angry princess, and then she got loose, and he was like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, she
And
got
then he
loose
got-
like immediately after he did that.
Well, and, you know,
That
and
was
she was
karma.
like angry at him, but then she wasn't. She just kind of looked at Kathy when Kathy was in there, like being all sensual, putting the perfume on, which
I think
you
she was
don't know
like
whose that
biding her
is.
time because she eventually isn't she the one that messes Kathy up? No, that's the jackal. Never
That's
mind.
the jackal. Yeah,
Maybe she only targets men.
maybe.
Could be.
Her backstory is that she never thought she was pretty enough
That's
or
sad.
something. Yeah. Most of them were pretty sad. I didn't understand the great child. Like, where would you even find that? Like,
I thought that like the stories of all the ghosts was compelling. I just thought that it was like, again, poorly executed. That's like the
Right,
theme
like,
of the
could we have
movie.
focused more on the ghosts? Like, honestly, because I feel like I want to hear
Yes.
their story more than I care about this damn family.
yeah.
Exactly. And I would have liked if
Is
they
this
gave us like a
movie-
little like backstory of each of them and
I
kind
would
of
have
went into
watched-
how they got there.
I would
Right.
have watched Dennis like give a tour of the house and introduce
Right.
the
Yes.
ghost.
I mean, I
Yes.
thought this movie was called 13 Ghosts, not 13 people, and the reason like get lost in a house.
And the other thing was, I mentioned this earlier, but about like how every shot was like just like a blip of
I
time.
did not notice that.
All I wanted to do was look upon any of these ghosts for more than like 2 seconds.
Yep.
And it was what is his name? I wrote it down. Where is it? Greg Nicotero, who was
Yeah.
in, Eli Roth's show, and he's done a
Mhm.
bunch. He's a
He's
famous
like
horror
Walking
guy.
Dead guy.
Walking Dead guy, makeup artist,
Mhm.
just very involved in the horror community. Anyway, he did the ghost in this movie, and I just wanted to like look and appreciate his work, and I
Oh.
couldn't. Like, I couldn't do it because they didn't let me. And I'm sorry, Greg.
I felt like I got a lot of looks at him.
Oh, well, I'm glad you did, because I'm just sad.
I think I did not understand, but
I'm
I
glad
really
you
like.
feel that way. That's good. That's probably what they intended. Me, I felt robbed.
But do you not think that the great
I'm
child
right there with you, Lauren.
Thank you.
and the dire mother is like an odd inclusion?
That seems more of like a 7 deadly sins situation to me.
Like
Gluttony.
gluttony, yeah. But
Yeah.
his story was that
And
like
was
they
that
were
2 ghosts?
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
Mother
but-
and son, I'm assuming.
Yeah, but their story was like they were carnival workers and like
Okay.
everybody at the carnival picked on them and they like tried to kidnap the mom
Listen,
in like a sack.
when you're bottom of the barrel at a carnival,
How do you know this?
this is nothing against carnival people, but they are some of the most like,
He said this before. He knows a lot of
people.
carnival people. He's a friend
Oh,
with a lot
that's
of carnival
right.
people.
They're very accepting people. So if you're the black sheep among them, you're really not a good person. Like,
So
Well,
there's
just
something wrong with
picked on
that.
her.
Oh.
They
No.
just-
Maybe she like was, I don't
Or-
know, doing something with the son.
They were awful.
No.
carnies.
It tells the story. They just picked on her because she was the tiniest,
Oh,
like the littlest,
Oh my
and
goodness.
she was like raped by the strong man, and their
Oh.
son
oh,
is the product of that. And she like
my.
after that, like she always took care of him because she didn't want him to like leave her. So she bathed him forever. And then they kidnapped her and she died. She suffocated while they had her in this sack that they were taking her away in. And then the son like went off the rocker and killed everybody.
Oh,
Then like, I guess
He-
whoever was left maybe.
that
killed him.
is a lot darker
I would have loved
than I
that movie
imagined.
that explained all of
Yeah.
these
Yes.
instead of a
Yeah.
bunch of people running through a house, like not being able to figure out how to not get caught by ghosts that don't even
Well,
run.
and
They're just
the
like
house was-
chilling behind you.
the house was real frustrating anyways.
I mean, yeah, it was always moving. It was like a constantly shifting labyrinth. And also, I want to talk about this machine. Okay.
Please do.
Oh yes.
The
Just dissect
first
it.
thing I said when I saw when Kalina or whatever her name is, Miss Honey, when Miss Honey comes in, she's
Miss
like,
Honey.
she breaks open the door that leads to this machine and like the core of this house. The first thing I said was, I don't think that's OSHA. I don't think that's OSHA certified.
Not OSHA safe.
That's not safe. That needs to have a shield around it. Is there any kind of lubrication on this? What's cooling this thing? Is there any
Lubrication.
ventilation in here?
Who thinks
What
of
is
this?
who built this?
Yeah.
Who did this?
Well, Cyrus did.
Well,
Cyrus
you
did.
saw it break down. That thing was not put together well.
Yeah.
Fair.
And did you hear them mention, oh, the glass is made of, it's Ectobar glass.
Can we talk
What
about
is-
that?
What is it? Is that a thing?
No,
something
because in the
that was-
beginning, go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm
It
interrupting.
sounds made up.
Too
Is all I
hype.
was gonna say.
Well, it was supposed to
thought so.
contain these demons because it had all this scripture on it and or
Mhm.
whatever, and it was unbreakable on this, on that. And then 40 minutes later, they're like the human beings that entered the house are just like bending it like plexiglass to like get around it. I was like, what happened? I thought it was unbreakable.
It was supposed to be
Did you notice
soundproof.
that?
It was supposed to be
It was
soundproof.
supposed to be
Yeah.
a bunch of things.
It was not
They
any.
were-
It was not. It was not.
They were just like moving through it like it was fluid.
And then
What?
when what's her name gets caught, like when Cyrus leaves Kalina behind with like he's like go get the book and he just like leaves her and she gets caught. Like
Yeah.
he's still
Yeah.
talking to her. They're still like having a conversation through the glass.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly. Didn't do any of the
Which-
things it promised.
Okay.
her death was actually really cool as well, honestly.
When she
It was
got
just, like,
smushed,
The squish.
gives me
like,
anxiety.
it's not something you see very often. Is what I
No.
like.
But like they only just showed like her nose bleeding, right? I thought she was gonna pop like
Well,
a
I
pimple.
wanted to see more from
Yeah.
it, but I thought it was an interesting like take on a death because we get a lot of the same kind of like splash deaths in these
Mhm.
movies,
Yeah.
knives and guns.
So-
And it's just, this was
So did Cyrus just stay in those bloody clothes for that
Yeah,
long?
I
'Cause
guess.
it had been a while
I think he
since
liked the
he
aesthetic.
had died.
It's the look,
I just was wondering how he got all that like blood makeup to stay for so long.
But wait, now
and-
how? This is where I got a little. Was he like in the lawyer's body, and then like how
No.
did he get back to the
No.
house?
he never died.
He faked it.
It was
he
fake.
faked his
How did
death.
How
he
did I miss
fake
that?
it?
It wasn't
How
clear.
was it-
You just assume because when Arthur takes off the glasses, he doesn't disappear, which means he's not a ghost.
Oh, I do remember
So-
that scene vividly, but I was just like, okay,
Right, at that point
that
in
makes
the
a lot
movie,
of
like
sense now.
Arthur's about to throw himself to his death, and you're like,
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening. Right, so it kind
Yeah.
of like caught me a little bit too.
Okay.
But
Hmm.
no, that was what I took from it was that he never died, and I guess he faked his death, and here
Because he was
is.
trying to trap this 13th ghost who was supposed to
Right.
be. Okay.
Well, that was something I was confused about the entire movie. Like, did he just have space for extra ghosts, and he just stored his own there, or like I was like,
Why
wait,
couldn't
like we've got the 13 ghosts, and then we got him just wandering around being a ghost. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Right.
and why couldn't Dennis have taken the place of that? Because he sacrificed himself so Arthur could live. And that
I
was
think it had to
basically-
happen like at the right time or something.
Oh, he was just too early.
Like that's who was supposed to be in the middle of that thing or something. I don't know.
Dennis had it rough. He couldn't touch anybody. He was anything.
Hell, he
he
couldn't
touched-
go anywhere.
Yeah.
There's ghosts everywhere, making him have seizures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poor thing.
Yeah. And as much as I give him crap, I really do like him.
Oh
No
yeah.
comment.
Get out of here. Leave. Who doesn't like Who doesn't like stew?
Were you gonna say Shaggy? Because sounded like you were gonna say
I
Shaggy.
was staring at you when I
Hmm.
said it.
That's weird.
I want him to make a comeback. And remember, he plays the weird guy in there's that other teen movie that he was in that he plays like the
SFC
weird.
Punk.
No, I do like that movie. Gosh, Freddie Prinze Jr. is in it, and it's
Oh, Scooby Doo.
no, she's all that.
Sorry, I had to.
Lauren's not coming off it.
It's really not, which is fine. I actually saw that, like it was a meme somewhere. It was saying like how people recognize him as Shaggy instead of
It's just it's not my fault.
you're just younger. You can't help it.
No, I mean like I know he's in Scream. I just
Right.
my brain is and you know what's
It's
funny? I don't even
automatically
think I ever
Shaggy.
saw Scooby Doo. Like the one he was in.
He makes a good Shaggy.
He does a great Shaggy.
He's if I could envision anyone as Shaggy, it would be
It's
him. Like,
him.
he's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the human version of the cartoon.
The look,
Well
the
done.
voice, all of it. Yeah.
Yes, the
Yeah.
person, everything. This movie, he had this. I don't know if I just like had Shaggy in my brain or I don't know. He came off as this like quirky stoner type. I don't know.
Well,
Please
yeah.
stop
It
me.
was like if Shaggy had done a bunch of meth and then ran out, and
Mhm.
and then it turns out that Shaggy had been getting high all these years because he was actually like Klaus and he could like talk
Suppressing
to ghosts.
his
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, and so it's like he's on like he's at the end of a bender and he's like losing his mind by the time he gets to the house because you can see he's like real twitchy.
That's perfect.
Like he's really like, come on, man! Like we gotta get out of this house, man!
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I would be
Man.
that way too. Like
man, Scooby died, man! Like, the ghosts are real.
Whoa. Where did he get that suit? I wonder. That he was like,
You just had that laying around.
yeah.
What?
And where
And
did
yeah, and
it
the
change?
beginning outfits too were real weird. Like when they were in the junkyard and like ready to capture this ghost, they had those like clear jackets on with the like duct tape on them. What was that?
What was that for?
It reminded me of Predator, that scene where like Predator kills everybody and you can't see what's killing them.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Yeah. So, and then in the end, they're all saved, but the nanny does quit. And
Oh,
that was her.
That's the
mean,
best
I
part. You know,
would.
that's one of the better part of the movies is when she's like, I quit. Like, I'm like, why didn't you quit forever ago?
Why wait till now? It's over.
I respect that though, because she felt like she needed to see it through.
Well,
Did-
to be fair, they just won a bunch of money and house. So I would have probably stuck around until
Right,
at least
like-
house 2.
Do I get a live in?
Wait, y'all got money now? Oh, okay.
I wonder if that's voided because he wasn't dead when he wrote that. It was all a scam. And then he gets murdered.
Well, yeah, they weren't actually getting anything.
It's a trap.
They just needed to go out there, and the dad needed
Oh.
to die. So that
I don't
they
know
just
why I
had to
still
become
thought
the
he had
world's most
money.
Powerful a-hole.
I was thinking they still.
Whitney's
were
like,
good.
but where's the money?
But
Why
where did the
didn't-
money go?
Who has this money? Anyways, do you guys remember it being a thing with like early 2000s, late 90s horror that they would end with like a rap song? Like that was
Yeah.
just like
Yes.
it felt like so 2000s at
Isn't
the
that what
end. It was-
almost all the 2000s horror movie did?
I feel like
Mhm.
it was. It gave me like major 2000s like
we
vibes.
definitely had that on all the I Know What You Did.
Absolutely. What a
Yes.
journey.
But half of those had who did the second one have in it? Was it
Brandy,
but wasn't there one of the guys
Tyrese,
was he-
Tyrese, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yes.
Was he a rapper? He wasn't.
I don't know. I thought that one of the other people in one of the movies was a male like musical artist, but I must just be thinking of Brandy because I guess she would have been the only one. But they had her song in the second one at the very least.
Mhm.
Yeah,
If they tied anybody else, but no. I mean, they had Freddie Prinze Jr., right? Like
he's done something surely.
That guy.
he sounds like it's like the name of like it's like he wanted to be a rapper, but then he couldn't make it, so he was just like he ended up acting just as his fallback.
His dad was a very famous actor.
I
Freddie
mean,
Prinze
sure,
Jr.?
Mr. Everybody knows Mr. Jr.
Yeah.
Freddie
I
Prinze,
can't.
I assume.
Yes. Yes, indeed. So we've reached the end. Are we ready to give our rating?
Oh, we're ready.
Seth's gonna be real disappointed.
Oh,
so,
Seth.
so I have to preface this.
Don't preface.
No
ahead, preface.
prefacing.
You go ahead, preface yourself.
So while I enjoy this movie, I am well aware that it's not for everyone. So like if it's on TV, I'll watch it and I'll flip over and sit through it. I like it. It's got Matthew Lillard in it who amuses me, and I think the ghosts are kind of cool. Like Lauren said, I wish we knew more about the ghosts versus the actual family, but I'm giving this a lights camera yes because I enjoy it. Like, so it's just for me. I'm not telling anyone else that they need to watch this movie because don't go do as I say.
Respect your decision.
Do as I say, not as I do. So you don't need to watch this movie, but
You have the facts now.
Oh.
Make your own decision.
yes, I have presented you with all the facts. You can make your own decision from here on out, but it is a lights camera yes for me.
Yes, and if you vibe with Whitney's opinion, like, go ahead, watch it.
You're just not allowed to yell at me
Okay.
later.
Okay. Nobody yell at me. um, I like I said, I've seen this movie a lot of times, and I was watching it thinking to myself, why couldn't I remember this movie? Like the whole beginning of it, until about 3/4 of the way through the movie, when you see the whole machine like really spinning up and all the ghosts in a circle. That's when I was like that's when you're like, oh yeah, I remember this movie. But I realized after watching the movie, it's because to me this movie is very uneventful. Though it has some good, like I feel like some cool deaths in it. It's pretty much all it has for me. Like, and the machine that ran this house was not mechanically sound. So
Not at all. I knew you'd say that.
vis-a-vis this movie was not, and I give it a lights, camera, no.
I wanted so much to give this movie a lights, camera, yes, but I could not in good conscience do that, and I will tell you why. For the biggest thing for me was the fact that this movie jumped around so much. The camera shots were just blips, moments in time, and that, like, I don't know, it took me out of it. And like, as I said earlier, and Eric just mentioned this, I wanted to see more from these ghosts. I wanted to know their backstory. I
Yeah.
wanted to just like get a good glimpse of them and like take in all of the horror that was these ghosts, and I didn't get that. I don't know why this is in the trivia, because it seems more of like a commentary, but, and I quote, "The special effects and sound mixing were so elaborate in this film, many people claim the movie was physically painful to sit through." And
I
I
read that.
feel that in my soul. So yeah, it's a lights, camera, no for me, if only for the quick and repeated shots that are pretty much the entire movie that don't add to the storytelling.
Well,
I'm so sorry.
I'm
but
gonna be
it's-
honest. I was feeling somewhat in the middle, but after finding out that there's so much backstory to
Mhm.
all these ghosts that is canon, I'm very upset that the
Yes,
movie,
that they didn't like capitalize on all that.
or that we didn't get
Well-
to see them more because they were too like they were there and then they weren't. They were there,
Right.
they weren't.
I
It
was
could have been
shocked.
so much more. Go ahead.
I was
Brittany.
shocked that they had that much detail in the ghosts, like just in the Wikipedia. And I'm sure it's probably in like extended features or, or
Well,
whatever.
and
not
I
extended
probably the
extra
original.
features
I
or whatever.
wonder how much the original dives into all of that
Mm-hmm.
canon as well. But
Oh,
And
yeah.
it reminded me a lot of the House on Haunted Hill remake.
yes,
And
Mhm.
I think they have the same directors. And then they were
Okay.
both, I believe, I want to say they were both like Vincent Price movies, the original. I know House on Haunted Hill was.
Oh,
But I'm not sure.
That's interesting. Have
I
either
could
of
be
you
wrong on
seen
that.
the original?
I have not.
Oh.
I've seen the original House on Haunted Hill, but
Yeah.
no, it was like one of my favorite movies when I was little.
Huh.
I was a weird kid.
That's interesting.
I'll have
But-
to check it out though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
I would like
curious
to
now.
see it. And I would like to see how it holds up. Like, what are you supposed to do? What were people supposed to do if they didn't have the glasses to watch it? You just never saw the ghosts?
I'm not seeing Vincent Price on the
Well,
original.
maybe
so-
that's
Maybe I'm
the
wrong.
movie was trying to make a nod to that with the glasses. Was like
Wait, that really might be what it is.
Glasses, you couldn't see the ghosts without the
Yeah.
glasses.
I bet that's what it is, Eric. I bet that is.
You just had to believe.
Yeah, that was
Could
all you needed.
imagine going to a movie about ghosts and you can't see any of them.
You're just like watching people get thrown around. Like,
Is that
the
a
entire
blur?
time.
Is that a ghost?
What am I looking at?
What is that? I really want to see it in like just normal vision to see what it looked like.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Same.
That's what I'm saying. Like, did they hand out glasses with if you bought the movie? Like, I guess people didn't really buy movies back then.
No, because it
Maybe.
wasn't something we didn't really have anything to play back on.
What if it was just broadcast on
Like-
TV? What were people supposed to do?
Right. Like, did they pepper them in so we could enjoy the
I
experience?
don't think they were
Yes.
broadcasting this on TV. They couldn't display illusiono vision.
Oh my God. What a life. What a life we live.
There
Oh
we go.
man. All right. That about does it for this week. Seth, thanks for requesting the movie. We
Yes,
appreciate
Yeah,
it.
Thank you.
thanks, Seth. No, we appreciate any and all.
We appreciate
movie
all
suggestions.
suggestions, even if
Even if we don't like them, we still
Even if-
appreciate
yeah.
the suggestion. So
No, this was a fun one.
If anybody else
Review.
wants to request a movie for us to review, you can email us at lightscamerano@gmail.com. You can find us on all the socials at Lights Camera No, except for Facebook, which is LCN Podcast. And I think that about does it for this week. As per usual, we don't have our movie picked out. So if you have one for us, you still have time. I want to thank you guys for listening / watching, and I hope you tune in next time. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Later, guys.
Stop live streaming.